We're joined now by Charles Thomas, Chief of Staff for Speaker Tillis's office. Talk about what we're doing now with the changes in the committee meetings this year.
Well, first, the Speaker, before he was even elected Speaker, wanted to analyze where we could pick up some operational efficiencies. And it had been stated by someone that the North Carolina House, in comparison to all of the other chambers, like it in the United States, had more committees than any other like body. So did an analysis, I guess sort of a bad name but good result, the Committee on Committees. They did some good work and they shrank the number of total committees by about a third. There are still some other committees that are written in the statute that aren't part of what we address when the rules are passed that will also get some analysis from a functionality standpoint. But we've seen thus far, Jerry Cohen reported out in an email yesterday that bill drafting requests are down 32%. So perhaps that's a function of another thing that we've done, which is the 10 bill limit for public bills. Members can still file all the local bills that they'd like, and the agency bills and the study bills aren't impacted by that. So if that's the case, and we continue on that track, we should be able to see in the next few months a monetary savings as a result of that.
Yeah, we're not looking at, well, you are looking at pinching pennies as much as possible. We're not looking at millions of dollars of savings here, but
no, that's right.
Any kind of savings has to be good. Right,
and I think that those models of and that thought process to go through as far as where efficiencies can be picked up is going to be beneficial as the members move forward with the very heavy task of balancing that budget. So.
Now, one thing, you're a former House Representative member as well. Lots of meetings you had to go to during that time. How
Right.
much of a challenge is it to time-wise for a representative here, and how much will this help save the current members that are in service?
Well, I think, historically, if you'll talk to folks, particularly that have been around here a long time, not much happens in the first month of session. The organizational process is still ongoing. Members are still having their offices assigned. The seat assignments on the floor are still temporary. Committee assignments, get worked out over time. Within 5 business days, the committees have been announced, organized, been through a drop add period where somewhere on the order of 40 changes were made to help accommodate members' requests. We utilized inmate labor to help facilitate the office moves, so we did those in basically 48 hours as opposed to over the course of a week or more time. And that should translate into more productive work days at the front end, which would mean fewer work days at the back end, and that's roughly $50,000 a day.
Now, how much of it is this permanent? I mean, or is it, if you see the need that you need to add more committees back in, is that something that's available as well?
Sure. The committee structure could be altered if the need be, and I suspect that the Speaker and the members will discuss the possibility of other select committees, and then also, again, look at the possibility of reorganizing, some of the committees that exist, by statute.
Are there other things out there that are being talked about for consolidation and improvement for saving money? I know computers, laptops have been one thing that's been talked about for years here for the members to be able to use and cut down on some of the paperwork. Is that
Yes.
something that's being considered as well?
It is, and in fact, both on the information technology piece is being examined, and then just the basic, Six Sigma, approach to processes. And in fact, the Speaker has discussed that very thing with some folks over at NC State to try and look to see where else operational efficiencies can be brought in. Because if the General Assembly and the way that it operates can be more efficient, put in place more best practices, hopefully as the members go about their hard task, they can use that as a benchmark in their own experience here as to how perhaps other departments within the state should be looked at.
Yeah, it's kind of a trickle-down effect. Less meetings up top means hopefully less meetings down the way. Same for less paperwork down the way.
Nobody likes to go to a meeting to plan the next meeting. So, right.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.